Good morning and welcome to the technical webinar, which is part of the EU South Africa Matchmaking Event, which will take place in Johannesburg at the end of October. Before going to the agenda for today, I would want to introduce you the housekeeping rules. So this webinar is scheduled to last 1 hour. It will be recorded and afterwards published on the European Cluster Collaboration platform. All participants are in listening mode, and so please, to ask a question, use the chat box or the Q&A part. At the end of the webinar, there will be a special part for the question and answers. So now we will present you the agenda for today and what topics will be covered. This webinar, as started earlier, will be a very important part to prepare for the actual matchmaking event, which will take place at the end of October. Today, we will cover how to fully utilize the B2Match tool to achieve successful meetings. My colleague also will present you at the end the antitrust compliance. There will be a specific session for question and answers, and we will outline what are the next steps. So without further delay, I would like to give the floor to my colleague Daniel to start overlooking the B2Match tool. Daniel, the floor is yours.
Yes. Thank you very much, Theodora. Hello, everybody. So as mentioned by Theodora, we will use this tool, the B2Match, in order to organize the event and especially the matchmaking, which is the main aim of our event. So of the European cluster organizations and SMEs going to South Africa to meet the South African counterparts. And let me share my screen. I hope you see my screen. My name is Daniel Koșnița. I'm a member of the European Cluster Collaboration Platform team. And let me guide you a little bit through the B2Match. So first of all, the registration on the B2Match is restricted to the participants to the matchmaking event. So it is not that everybody, yes, let's say from the street can register. So you will get a link, you will get a registration link. The European participants will get a link, a specific link for the European ones, and the South African participants will get a South African, so to say, link. So when you have the link, then you will be able to access the platform. You will get the link today, so immediately after this webinar, today, later today, tomorrow, in the day. So you will get the link. So when you have the link, you will be able to register. The first thing you see the agenda. You will see in the program is the agenda, because the program is more complex than the actual matchmaking event, and especially for the European participants, there is a program we have prepared for you, and you are, so to say, you are to participate to the entire program. So you see the agenda. You will see the agenda in various access points on the website. And so after you register, now this is not working anymore. I do not know why. Just to share again. Always this technical problems that we have. We do not know why, but let me check this.
Maybe if the colleagues share for you, would that be a solution?
Yes, it would be, but I don't know why. If they can, they are able to. or I can try again. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
So thank you very much. So next slide then. Okay, so this here you see the login to the platform. As I told you, this is by invitation only. We can proceed then. In the registration, you will be asked several questions. Yes, about who you are, now what organization you represent, and so on. Let me draw your attention on the areas of activities. So these areas of activity represent the focus of the matchmaking event. So this is an example I have done as if I had participated to the event. So if I were to participate as the Romanian Cluster Association, for example, these are the topics that we are interested in. So this is why you see them in yellow. But you, according to your specific profile, you will select the topics that you are interested in. And then we have a question about the pitching. In the program, we will have a session dedicated to pitching. So if you are interested to present your cluster initiatives, this is for both sides, or your SME, so for both sides, for both European and South African. If you are interested to present yourself, just click yes on the pitching. And this does not mean that you will automatically be pitching. We thank you for your interest. After we all have all the candidatures, we will select, and you will be we will be contacted by us, by the organizers, and yeah, for further details how to do this and how to accommodate you in the program. But we are convinced that all of the ones who wish to pitch will have the possibility to do so. So this is these are some highlights from the registration procedure. The other questions are the usual questions about you, your organization, and so on. Yeah, and the mandatory fields like having read the data protection notice and so on. The next slide. Very important also you will get this also in the registration process. So this is because the matchmaking event is dedicated mainly, the B2Match platform is dedicated mainly to the matchmaking event. This is why we highlighted only the matchmaking part, yeah, and the networking dinner, because we would like to be, we are interested how many people wish to participate to the networking dinner. The other points of the program you see in the agenda I have showed you in the beginning. For the European participants, they are mandatory. So this is why they are not here highlighted. So yeah, please, yeah, click on bilateral meeting session 1, and please click on bilateral meeting session 2. So to be able to book meetings, this is why. And then if you wish to attend to the networking dinner. So yes, so this is about the registration and the attendance. Next slide, please. Okay, after this, you finish your registration. You come to this yellow screen, and you see here the create an opportunity. In order to participate to the matchmaking, you have to show to the world, yeah, to the participants, what do you expect, what do you wish from the matchmaking event. You have something to offer, or you have something to request. No? Next one. So this opportunity, so offers or requests, can be products, can be services, can be partnerships. For example, if you are a producer and you want to cooperate in the production process, you maybe would like a partner in South Africa, or vice versa in Europe. Maybe you want to apply for a project, then you can go to project cooperation. Maybe you need investors, or maybe then you go to investment, and maybe you need expertise. So you need a transfer of know-how. then you go to expertise, and if all this that do not fit to your request or offer, then you go to request and you explain there in what you request or you offer. When filling in the request and offers, you have to be attentive, because there are in general two kind of errors that are being made. So either because you are a specialist in mining, for example, or in transport, or in chemicals, or agro, yeah, you explain so in detail your offer and request that maybe the other ones which are not so technical do not understand. Or the other error which is usually being made is that your offer or request is explained very, very, very vague. And this is also the other error, because then the counterparts do not really understand what you wish. So take your time when explaining what you need to describe this, yeah, in a good manner. And this is the major factor for successful matchmaking event: the offers and the requests. Next slide, please. Then, if you go up in the menu, you have the marketplace. Here, the marketplace is empty because nobody has entered any opportunity. But if we go to the next slide, we will see how this looks like from another event. If we can go to the next slide. You see, this is another event in B2 Match, but you see here you have this will be like that, not in green, but in yellow. It will be also in our event. So you see 16 opportunities found. We hope much more. We will have much more. And you see here also the kind of, they are classified according to the typology: expertise, service, product, and so on. So here you see you will see all the offers and demands that the participants place, and you see, you can scroll and then you can request meeting if this offer and request is of interest for you. Next slide. Yeah, then you can go also by participants. Now it was only me because I registered for the sake of the exercise of all the example. But here, if you go to participants, you see a list of all people participating, and this is also how you can access. Yeah, by clicking on the participant, you can access also his profile, her profile, and see also what they can offer or demand. Or you can see what organization they represent, and also you can ask for meetings. Next slide. Yeah, this is when, if you went by participants, this is another example. That's the same green example, and here you see you can request a meeting. Next slide. If you go to meetings, you see here there are no meetings yet, but here you'll see your meetings after you have requested meeting. It's if you request a meeting, this must be accepted by your counterpart. So here you have all. So all represent all the requested and accepted meetings. Accepted are the ones who are accepted by both sides. So the meeting will take place. Pending are the meetings that you have requested, yeah, and you have not received an answer yet, or the other way around. Maybe others requested from you a meeting and you have not answered yet. So from time to time, so today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, yeah, so very soon you will register, you will place your offers and demands, you will start request meetings, but yeah, after then you cannot go to sleep, so to say, but yeah, daily, I would say, or often you should enter the platform and see, yeah, who has accepted your meeting request, who has requested from you to meet you, yeah, so that it is going, this a process going on. We also expect the European delegation on one side is fixed. We know, yeah, all the people that come from South Africa. We expect that more and more people will join all along the process. So yeah, it is important for both parties to go yeah, from time to time, but also very often, I would say, regularly into the platform to see what has happened in the time that passed, yeah, what new profiles there are there, what meetings have been requested, and so on. Next slide. You can see also your meeting status. You see, yeah, this will look like this. Yeah, with this was on here, for example, it was, you see also the table. You will see also the table that has been assigned to you. There will be tables in the meeting room with a number, and yeah, you will have your program as you see here, and then you will go to the dedicated time to the dedicated table. Yeah, and also of course we will be there to support you. There will be a printout. We'll prepare also a printout for you to give you the program to have it, but better you print it yourself, no? But you will be prepared there, so we will assist you in order to get to the right table to the right time. It is also very important to keep the time. You can imagine this is a complex program. Yeah, you cannot be late at the meeting, because if you are late and then, yeah, there are 20-minute slots, you have to stick to the 20 minutes, because after your meeting, another meeting takes place at this table, and so on. So it is not like we can, it is very strict. So we cannot, I'm sure you understand, we cannot delay. This must be kept, the timing. So the 20 minutes for the slot, and also the table that it is assigned to you. Next slide, please. This I have already told you. So you schedule your meeting, but then they have to be accepted. Next slide, please. You have to attend the meeting. There will be enough space, enough room, so that so the conversation that you have with your counterpart will be confidential. So you can also invite other people. If you see here, invite guests. I mark here with this red arrow. You see, you can invite guests. So if you think that for the specific meeting, yeah, maybe a third party would be interested to join, you can also invite them. Also, you can reschedule at any time. But this, I doubt this would be the case, but this possibility exists, that you reschedule the meeting. Next slide, please. And all the time, also up in the menu, we'll see conversations. All the time you can communicate with people being part of the matchmaking event. For example, if you have sent a request for a meeting, then you can also start a conversation with that person and explaining why maybe more than it is in the profile, in the offer, request, or demand, why you wish to meet him, her. No, so this you can use all the time during the process, and this is also confidential. So us, as we don't see, we cannot see what you are talking to with one another. Next slide, please. Very important, after the event takes place, there will be a debriefing survey. We need this, yeah, because also the European Classical Aviation Platform is financing. So the European Commission is financing this project, and also the participation of the European partners to South Africa. So yeah, it is, the feedback is mandatory, and yes, we encourage you, and we kindly ask you to take the time and to really give a feedback that is valuable to us, in order to be able to draw some conclusions for further actions, to improve the services that the ECCP is doing. Yeah, and I think this is clear. Please take your time and describe the identified cooperation cases. Thank you very much. Next slide. You have to, I told you it is important what you are writing in the offer request or in the offer or request. There are also some commercial secrets maybe of your product, of your organization, which you have to take care of. Yeah, this is not, we just draw your attention to be attentive when you are writing what you are discussing with your counterpart, but this is mainly your own business. Next slide, please. So here we are. We will get very soon the link. The South African partners will get one link. The European partners will get another link. The meetings, you can write your create your matchmaking opportunities, offer demands, and then start requesting a meeting. And of course, on the day of the event, download the agenda or print it. We will also have them, and we will assist you in the process. Thank you very much. If there are questions, we are open to answer them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Daniel. We will have time now to read and get questions in the Q&A box. In the meantime, once again, I would like to kind of summarize a few of the important things that Daniel said and presented. So the B2Match platform, as you've seen, is the tool where you, as an organization, if I may say, you create your CV. So really take your time and describe the organization, describe the offers and what you're looking for, because this has been a long process to prepare this matchmaking event. So I would like to thank you also to our partners in South Africa that have been working very hard to organize and support the organization of the event, and as well as to promote it through the South African clusters and organizations. Put information about the website, put information about the offers, what you're looking for. It would be really important to take time towards the end, during the next few days. So let's say in the time frame, by the end of this week, all Europeans and South African organizations all ready to have their profiles as well as requests in the platform. The platform also will give us an opportunity for the actual day of the matchmaking event on the 24th of October to organize the meetings. Currently in the program, we have scheduled 3 hours of meetings, which is giving you an opportunity to schedule 9 meetings. As Daniel presented earlier, each meeting will last 20 minutes. Of course, there will be a lot of opportunities as well to schedule an ad hoc meetings, as well as to speak with colleagues and organizations that you haven't requested a meeting, and to meet them during the networking parts of the event. But it's really important to take time to understand and research who is going to be in South Africa during the matchmaking event, and make the proper proposals, because 20 minutes, if you're not prepared, is really a very short time to be able to discuss all potential opportunities.
We have a question about how much time will we have for the pitch session. Can we prepare and share a PDF presentation? So the pitch session in total lasts 1 hour and 10 minutes. No? Yeah. So yeah, if you are alone to pitch, you will have more time. If there are many to pitch, you will have, but a pitching so must be short, no, some minutes. Yeah.
Usually, yes,
you can have a PDF, but I would say 1 slide, no? So because you have to concentrate, because no, so this is a pitching session, no?
Yes, usually from the, just to add to what just Daniel said, based on the number of participants who requested the pitching session, and we will make a balance between the European participants as well as for the South African organizations. We advise and give equal opportunities to everyone. So the maximum time given, it's up to 5 minutes. We advise this to be all what is to be presented is over 3 slides. So on the first slide, again, usually is the information about the organization. On the second slide is what you offer. And on the third slide is a cluster or organization. And on the third slide is what you're looking for. The aim of this pitching session, just before the matchmaking part, is to give one more chance to everyone who is in the room to understand about the other organizations. Because now you are given a time to present the organizations in online environment, in B2Match. But while we are there in the same room in a physical format, and you will hear from the different organizations, very concentrated, what they offer, what are their members, if they're cluster organizations, what experience they have, why they're participating in this matchmaking event. This pitching session is, the aim of this pitching session is to open the door for more conversations outside of the matchmaking, of the meetings that have been already scheduled, and to allow participants to seek other opportunities to continue further the conversations. So therefore, once again, it's very important to, when you're creating your profiles in B2Match, to put information about the pitching session if you're interested. We will see who have requested that by the end of this week, and we will contact you on Monday, again, explaining that we will try to make a balance to cover the different industries, as well as to have a balance between the European and South African organizations. We will send you a PowerPoint template, and we will request to have it back by the end of next week, so we can prepare as well and give you a full brief about the structure of the session. Let's see if we are having more questions. The pitching session, because I see that here is again the question is about the pitching session. The pitching session is for those that can offer, as I said, but they also to request. It is you on one slide you can say what you offer, and on the next slide you can say what you're looking for. So that's why it is we are putting we organize the session in a structured way, so it is equal for everyone, and you say, this is our organization, this is what we offer, this is what we are looking for. I mean, you can use the time and concentrate on what you're looking for. For many of the Europeans, this would be the first time exploring the South African market. So we believe the interest to seek for opportunities would be really high. But again, I would like to repeat, as today is mostly about the technical aspects about the B2Match, the webinar. Take your time, present your organizations in a good way, in B2Match. So you already, this is actually the first chance for a pitching, because the B2Match after today's webinar is the place where the European organizations and the South African organizations will see each other in a virtual format, and will start preparing for the actual matchmaking day. So we are waiting for some, once again, I would like to repeat that this webinar, the recording of the webinar will be uploaded on the European Cluster Collaboration Platform, together with the presentation that Daniel has shared. This will help you if you are finding some difficulties to go back to the step-by-steps that have been shared earlier. But also, in case you're having some difficulties and you need more information, you will be also able to email us, and we will respond and guide you if you see some problems.
There is a question: can we invite some of our contact to join the B2 match? So the B2 match, so it would, so you the ones who will get the invitation, yeah, it will be by the registration link. I think Adrienne, I think you refer to the inviting people to the actual matchmaking, yeah. So if you have a bilateral talk to a South African counterpart, and you think that maybe this is an opportunity that that the B2 match is giving, maybe you think that another, I don't know, European or another South African which you have met or so and is participating, is also will be interesting to be as a third party, yeah, as a meeting in three, yeah, then you can invite, not people from outside. So only the ones getting the registration link, yeah, will participate. So from Europe, it's mainly the people who are going from Europe, no? So there. But if you think that two of you from Europe are interested to participate, it's interesting to participate to one meeting with a South African partner, then you can do so. So then you have a trilateral meeting and not a bilateral meeting.
But it's the actual event. The actual event, you all are aware about the call that have been. So we have been going through all this evaluation process. So the matchmaking itself is only for those that have been selected and are part of the delegation from both sides. The European side, we have already shared with you who is part of the delegation from the European side. We will also, together with the support of our South African colleagues, will share, in addition, file of all the organizations that are participating from South Africa. But of course, all this information you will be able to see in B2 Match once all the profiles are created. Therefore, we really encourage all the organizations from Europe as well as from South Africa to start creating their profiles and make sure that this is all created by the end of this week, so we can make sure that the next week is the time is spent to fulfill the meetings. And if there is some other need for additional information, to use the time for the additional information to be added. And as Daniel mentioned earlier, please, once you create the profile and request meetings, because this is a dynamic environment, please spend time at least once a day to visit the platform, because you will be able to see how the requests, your requests has developed, but as well to see who has requested a meeting with you.
There is a question from South Africa. What are the selection criteria that we should be looking at? Are there any? Our co-founders could attend the 24th event along with us. So for the South African participants, you will get the registration link. You'll be invited by the department. So, and I think that the fact that you are in this meeting means that you have. So you will get the registration link. As for your co-founders, we can, we cannot say, from who. So who is the delegation from your enterprise, from your cluster who participates? You decide who comes to the meeting. No, so this is up to you. So the relevant person who has the knowledge about the offer and demands of your company, of your cluster, of your organization.
Yes, and also we have been from the European Cluster Collaboration Platform. We have been mainly dealing with the selection of the European organizations and clusters, while our partners from South Africa, they have been in parallel. They have been doing the same process for the South African organizations that are part of the event. So after the event today, they will share further information and will confirm all the participants for the 24th. Let's see whether we have more questions in the chat box. So once again, in the meantime, you will receive the link. The links there will be 2 links, one for the European participants and the other one for the South African organizations. Once you all register, you will be able to see who is already in the platform for the event, but which means that these are the organizations that are part of the official delegation and the actual physical matchmaking event that will take part in South Africa at the end of the month. The actual day is the 24th of October. The program will be shared. It's already on the European Cluster Collaboration Platform. We are updating it with all the relevant information with regards to other activities which are planned within the entire mission. But the actual matchmaking day, which is taking place on the 24th of October, has already a very clear program, which will be also seen on the B2Match. There is so the communication is mostly the communication is via email. We share practical aspects, the links for the Europeans as well as for the South African organizations will be sent via email. You can contact us via email to inform us if there is if you have some other questions. Especially with the European side, the European organizations, we mostly communicate via email. And again, with the support of our South African partners, we will be able to share among you all information about the name of the organizations that are participating. We have those from Europe. Our colleagues from South Africa have those that have been invited not only today, but that already confirmed their participation for the 24th of October. So we can share this information via emails. But as I said, this is just the name of the companies and the country that they represent, plus the sector. All the information that you will include in B2Match will help you to understand much more about the organization. It will help you to understand what the organization is looking for, what is offering, what is the purpose of participation in the matchmaking event, and the visit, of course, to South Africa. As well as the other way around, the South African organizations, they also need to inform what are their offerings, how they are looking to engage and collaborate with organizations from Europe. Sometimes it's really important, we found from previous events, that it's important to even give some outline some examples, because especially for the cluster organizations, they speak for their members. So it is important to dedicate time and to present the needs and the offers. Also, something very important that Daniel said towards the end of his presentation. In the debriefing survey, it is really important to give us quality information about the cooperation cases that you have identified. This is, of course, the information about the conversations is confidential, but it's really important in order to plan such missions and to to understand how beneficial was how beneficial were the meetings, what is the potential for collaboration. So please take a serious time when providing this information after the event. We will provide as well information in the participants booklet. We will provide information of good examples of such answers after an event, which will guide you what we are looking for to receive as feedback after the event. We still have some time. We welcome some more questions.
There is a question: how can the South African Maritime Cluster register for pitching? When you will get the link, so you will get the link, the registration link, and when you start registering, you have a question which is called pitching. Yeah, and if you go, let me see if I can share again and go to the. So no, this is not what I wanted to share. Just a moment to show you again. So there is in the pitching, there is in the registration form, there is a pitching, there is a question asking you if you want to pitch. You see, so you will get to this when you register, you will get to this screen, and here you have pitching. Would you like to present your cluster initiative in the pitching session? Yes, no. If you answer yes, so we will know that you are interested to pitch, no? And then we will be contacted by us. Yeah, so I think this is clear. Then the other question: if an organization has more than one opportunity that various teams can pitch for, does the platform allow for multiple meetings within one organization? And pitching as well. There are two separate things. So the pitching is where you come with your 3 slides, no? And you, as Theodora mentioned, who you are, what you are offering, what you are requesting. So you can offer, I don't know, 1,000 things or request 1,000 things, but you have to keep the time. So you have to be able to focus and to prioritize, yeah, why you are coming to this event. So this is the pitching. The pitching is 9:50 to 11, and is meant to raise the interest also maybe for other participants for the matchmaking event or for the discussions, because there will also be ad hoc meetings in the breaks and so on, as it so happens during these events. So this is the pitching. In the matchmaking event in the platform, you can describe as many offers as demands and as you wish, no? And then also it is up to you to decide, yeah, coming from South Africa, it is up to you to decide who participates at which is your delegation from your enterprise, and who is participating, for example, table 2 at 13:30. Yeah, there will be Mr. X, yeah, which has a meeting on a specific topic, yeah, at 14 hours. That can be Mrs. Y. So this is up to you to decide who participates, no? So this is open, but there are 2 issues. The pitching is where you present yourself to the audience, only 3 slides and very short. And the matchmaking, the platform, there you present more extensively so that others can understand what you have to offer and what you have to decide.
Yes, at the moment during the registration, please indicate whether you are interested for the pitching session or no. The pitching session itself is, as I explained earlier, within the program of the day on the 24th of October. The pitching session is prior the actual matchmaking meetings. And the main idea for this pitching session, once again, is to give an opportunity in a very concentrated format to provide more information for the organizations in the room. We will try to balance, to cover from different, from those that have requested pitching to participate in the pitching session. to have a balance first between European and South African organizations, and also to have a balance from the different sectors covered. Once again, from the past experience, we know that this is helping when you hear these 3 or 4 minute presentations from the organization, and you haven't requested a meeting with this organization, to inspire you to look for this organization during the networking dinner or the coffee break, to look for this organization, exchange cards, and have some conversation that can lead you for future potential collaborations. As we said, there are many other options on ad hoc meetings. So for now, it is important to indicate whether you would be interested in pitching, to create really good profiles in B2Match, to start requesting meetings, to check the platform for other requests and to see how your personal schedule is developed, and of course to attend the actual event during the day. There was also a question with regards, I've seen whether there are any EU-funded calls for projects where both South African and EU-based organizations can cooperate. This is a very good question. We will search and provide with this information on both sides, on EU sides as well as our South African partners. This could be provided in the meantime during the next days of communication or on the actual day of the matchmaking event. There is also a comment, may we have a workshop for knowledge sharing on establishment of sustainable clusters in Africa? We are taking a note of that, and then we will discuss with the different partners and we will respond on this opportunity. Of course, if there is an interest, we will be more than happy to expand this request. Okay, I see. So we answered those. All the questions so far have been answered, and for those that I've quoted just now, we will try to find suggestions as well as the opportunities. Do we have more questions? To all partners from South Africa as well as the organizations, again, the link will be shared to register, but as well as the recording from today. We believe that tomorrow, the very latest, the recording will be available. Also, we will share the presentation, plus the different, we can prepare PDF with all the questions that have been shared so far and the respective answers. So this to help you more during the process of preparing. Take time to search when you see the organizations. Take time to make a quick search on their websites or LinkedIn profiles. See what exactly, especially for the cluster organizations, check and obtain information about their members, because this will help you really to understand how to structure, if there is a request for meeting or to request a meeting, how to structure the conversation. and because there were a lot of questions today with regards to the pitching session, we will send a template, PowerPoint template, about among those that will be selected. Again, we monitor the time, so to give equal opportunities for everyone who wants to participate during the day in the pitching session. We suggest and encourage you to use the same structure, which will help everyone in the room to understand about the organization, the offers, and what you offer and what you're looking for. Maybe there is a... Yes, there is a contact also in the Q&A box about the African clusters. You can contact, there is a contact provided. But we will also discuss with the flow of communication, particularly for the South African organizations, in order to facilitate as much as possible the process of communication. So to avoid any miscommunication. Any more questions? I'll just wait 1-2 more minutes. We are approaching the time set for the end of the time set for today's webinar. But of course, feel free to ask a question. Don't see many more questions. So maybe we are going, we are approaching the end of the webinar. So from my side, thank you very much for being part of the webinar. Take your time to go through the information once again, to register and to understand who is part of the overall, not only delegation, but who is going to be on the actual matchmaking day on the 24th of October. Make the requests, look for the meetings, schedule meetings, and we are really looking forward to meeting you in South Africa. Daniel, any...
Thank you. Thank you very much. Looking forward to a very successful event.
Thank you very much. Wishing you a nice day ahead. Thank you.